Good God, ladies and gentlemen. Kosugi here, getting ready to fire up our very first YouTube live stream. I've done solely Twitch for many years now, and just thought, what the heck? Let's give YouTube a try. It's kind of where I started my online presence, so to speak, many, many years ago. Bad boy fired up, a little H1Z1 solos. And if you stop by looking for superb gameplay and high kill games, you've come to the wrong place, unfortunately. If you want a strategic mastermind, possibly come to the right place. And now as we take a look at the lobby, this is always where it gets scary. Do we jump right into a game or do we wait 10 minutes? Well, so far we're not off to a barn burner start. Held up for some reason on the splash. Oh, there we go. Oh, brother. Well, whopping 19 others in here with me at the moment. And not really that this will be any different from Twitch, but you know what, it's obviously the second most popular streaming platform behind Twitch, at least for gaming. I guess really behind Twitch for everything. And now that Twitch is the IRL in so many categories. We figured, what the heck, let's give it a shot, see what we can do. And after my performance this past Friday night with the Friday Night 4-play game crew, I thought it was certainly time to squeeze in some practice, because I played horrifically. I put on Friday night what you could probably best refer to as an embarrassing performance. Some of the teams we were in there against were suspect, and I'll leave it at that. You can use your imagination. But all in all, my performance individually was putrid, and I can't do that to the rest of the team. So I've got to get some practice in. Just happened to have the day off today, President's Day. Timing worked out well. Unfortunately, looking at the player count, we may not be playing H1Z1 solos. I do have a backup plan just in case. But the problem with this is, and I don't even mind the weight necessarily, although I do mind it somewhat, but the problem is you fall down, let's say you happen to die right off the bat. Well, by the time the next lobby fills up, I mean, you're waiting 10 minutes to get into the next game. And that's some old school stuff. back in the day when they originally switched over to Z2, I mean, there was times we'd have to wait in the lobby for, I mean, a solid 10, 12 minutes before you get into a game. It was horrible. And I haven't changed any of my OBS settings from Twitch. All I did, of course, was change the stream key, so I'm hoping that we have a nice, smooth stream. I don't expect to get a lot of viewers today. I am a small-time streamer. I am fortunate when I get viewers in the teens on Twitch. But using this game, I don't think there's a whole lot of demand for people to watch gameplay of H1Z1 anymore, unfortunately. So that, combined with being a new presence on YouTube, or at least in the streaming environment, I'll be fortunate to have a few of you stick around. But even if it's just one, I appreciate it tremendously. Hopefully I can put on some kind of entertainment for you. And I'm also a big proponent of Daybreak Games changing this lobby format to a timed environment. So instead of waiting for a certain amount of players to trigger the game, to have a timer. So no matter what, if there's 2 guys in this lobby, once it hits like 5 minutes, the game starts. Instead, what we've got now is it's waiting for I don't know how many players, and it takes forever. I've had games before and actually won matches before where there wasn't enough players involved to qualify, and that really sucks. As you know, you get in there and you win and it doesn't show up on your leaderboard. But as much as that sucks, I mean, it's recorded, and at least you're playing. Driving around in a circle here isn't very exciting. We're about to start our match. So let's ixnay the music. Okay, 10 seconds. There's going to be about 60 of us in here. So an extremely small sample size. I don't know what the minimum number of players allowed is to qualify. We'll see right away. You can tell by the numbers in the upper left-hand corner of the screen if you're going to qualify or not. So, fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself on my very first YouTube stream. And let's see what we've got here. How about the old neighborhood? Go sideways here for just a bit. Just want to ensure that I make it. Actually, kind of scan the ground for a vehicle, because that's probably going to be of the utmost importance. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing any vehicles. Oh well, we'll go down here to the very first house and work our way up. And let's go ahead and get the old render down and see what we can do. certainly could use a backpack. And I knew we were going to hit our max out. So we got some ammo and a med kit. There we are. So I don't want to pass up on either one of those. And I am not a... let's see, go to single shot. Not a big fan of the AK, simply because my aim is so poor regardless, that the AK is really not conducive to my aiming ability. So my weapon of choice is the AR. Wow, we've already got a drop, so we're moving really quick here. There we go. Could use some more helmets. So I can make a body armor. Alright, do some quick shredding. Obviously I don't need to look at the map. At least I don't have to worry about being in the zone because I'm in it. Take a quick peek. Yeah, we're pretty well in it too, so starting off lucky. And a lot of times I will shut the door behind me simply to try to bait people into thinking that no one's in this area. Kind of lower their defenses, so to speak. Alright, so we've had the initial drop. So someone may be starting off with the rifle already. And I'll tell you what, I can find a helmet up here. Alright, very good. Alright, plenty of shotgun ammo. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a body armor. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, and it's always a tough decision for me. Do I keep the shotgun? Okay, let's do that. Flip-flop. I don't think I really need any more ammunition, so I'm going to pass up on that. So really throwables and med kits. Well, I'll tell you what, for the time being here, gas is spreading. I mean, we're not certainly centralized in the safe zone, but we're in a good spot. I think I can just hold down this house for a few minutes here and see where the next zone places. Oh, somebody just disconnected from the match. And this isn't going to count, as I mentioned when the game started. You can tell in the upper left, since there's not a score below 26 remain, 1,000 per kill. Oh, well, I take that back though. They have the... I could be wrong with that. So, well, you know what? Let's find out. I'm certainly no expert. I am barely above a novice, so we might get there, since there is an actual score, currently the 57,140, then we may actually get points. We might actually place, even though we only started with 59, 58 players. And I am absolutely not a proponent. I can say this, but what I'm showing you is not the is something completely different. I'm not a proponent of hiding, staying in one place. I just feel like that's a death sentence. The more you hunker down and stay in one place, it's just you're asking to die. But well, we hear somebody down there. Well, either they ran by the house with extremely loud footsteps, or they're downstairs. But I didn't touch any of the ammunition downstairs, and the door was shut, so it should appear that nobody's been in this house. So I'm going to assume they ran by. Okay, well, now the next round of gas, we're still in it, but we're so far to the southeastern corner that I have a feeling we're going to have to go. Well, I think a pretty good educated guess that we're not going to make the next one. We do have 2 extra helmets. I really need to find another tape. So I think when the sirens go off for the next safe zone, we'll go ahead and move. And I'm sure this excitement has you on the edge of your seat. And I really don't play solos at all. I'm a team player. Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific with a 4-play game team. So this right here might already be one of my top 10 solo finishes, simply in terms of score, because I don't play solo. Alright, so let's go on down here, see if we can... So we want to go northwest. And another drop. Well, I'll tell you what. hate running across an open field, but very good strategy to hit me in rush. I don't know how I didn't hit him one time with my shotgun when I shot off 2 blasts, point blank range, yeah, I don't know. But I certainly missed him, so maybe we should go in and do a little adjustment. Might have been a little too willy-nilly there with my... I've done some changes to the mouse, to my DPI, and then tried to change the game settings accordingly. So let's see here. Take the sensitivity down just a tad. Alright, well, let's give that a shot. See if that little tweak of 2% does anything for us. And we're right about where we were last time in the lobby with 59, and we are going to be starting, so... Well, it looks like we're going to have another 60 or so player game. I'm going to try to be a little more aggressive this game. Yeah, I usually like to fall off the beaten path somewhat. I don't like to go straight down in a high pop area. I like to be able to gather some loot and then look for my combat situations. That was really slow played, and in the end, you know, running across an open field trying to get the drop. I mean, I knew from the beginning when I was falling down, and I said, man, I really need a vehicle, that was going to come into play, and sure enough, it came into play. And we have the same type of situation here. I mean, the vehicle is just so crucial. I'm looking down there, I don't see anything. And for the small number of players that we have, I mean, everyone should have a vehicle. And here I am. I mean, I'm just floating, and I'm going to be way off the beaten path again because I'm trying to locate a vehicle of any type. I'll take an ATV. Aha. And there we go. We will gladly take a truck. I think I'm playing Just Survive, and I can click on the lockers and search them. Okay, I'm probably about maxed out without a backpack, and there we go. All right. Well, we have helmets galore. Oh, didn't mean to Pick up another AK, that's for sure. And we'll leave it on full auto for the time being. And I think I got in here. I did. Okay, so now we're in a much better situation because we're able to drive around. We have the rolling armor. And we can kind of go off the beaten path. We don't have to. Let's see, so where's our safe zone? Let's take a peek at that. Oh, brother. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's go over here. We got maybe 30 seconds to a minute of real time. See what else we can grab real quick, and then we're going to have to haul you-know-what out of here. I would like to find a shotgun, and some throwables would be nice. Gotta make a body armor. Okay. I maybe have enough time to do one more house, and then we're gonna have to move, so if I don't have any throwables, well, besides that one gas grenade that I have. Oh man, come on. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Okay, well, that seems like it's about it for me. So let's go ahead and get the heck out of here. And probably need to turbo the whole way just to be safe because I waited so long. Although I don't see it behind me yet, so I think I'm okay. We'll turbo at least part of the way here. What? Jeep is a little bit quicker moving, of course, so... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it was a... Alright. Can't mess around too much here. I get caught up in stuff all the time, and it winds up being the death of me. I thought I saw a shotgun in there. And pretty much at this point we've got what we've got, unless we can kill somebody and take their weapons and ammo. This is what we've got. An AR, an AK, and just a couple throwables. It would be nice to stumble across the drop. Really shouldn't, I mean, besides me in the first game, you really shouldn't run across too many guys on foot. Everybody, it was such a small number of players, should be in a vehicle. Getting there, the gas is kind of closing in, so we're going to turbo the rest of the way here. got somebody running. Now, I was going to try, but I think the gas is going to wind up closing in on me, and that I don't want, so. And I do that a lot. Well, more power to that guy. And I know round one of the gas isn't terribly potent, but I don't know where the heck he went. And he is obviously surviving in the gas. I don't know if he sees me. Usually whenever I'm in the gas, I have a hell of a time seeing out of it. Okay, well, that guy is what you refer to as a savage. I think he's staying in the gas, probably just bandaging up. And I guess in the first round you can do that. But in subsequent rounds, I don't think that's even a choice. Man, oh man. That guy is a boss. Huh. That is unusual. Unless he died to the gas and I didn't see it on the kill feed. Which that may certainly be the case. Oh my. Let's see. ladies and gentlemen, there you go. It's a good look at the type of aim that I bring to the table. Oh no. We really got a boogie. I don't know if that's that same guy. I mean, he is just rocking and rolling on foot. Man. Well, if I had a better aim, I could possibly have 2 kills at this point, but with what I bring to the table, we have 1 hit. 1 hit marker. Talk about the old Alabama tick. This guy is. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, on to the next game. Okay, well, let's see if we stay with the 60-player matches. I assume that's going to be the case. And I haven't had a lot of time to kind of look over and check my stream health. According to YouTube, and I'm not used to this format at all. My green bar, I've got a green dot, and then a green bar that appears to be going all the way across the screen. I don't know if that means that it's... Okay, I guess it's just a green dot. So green dot means my stream health is good, my viewers are happy. Yellow means that they could be experiencing some minor issues. Red is obviously bad, potentially serious viewing issues. And if it's gray, it means that YouTube is not receiving data. So we are in the green. So hopefully we've had no lag and you've been able to see me get demolished the first 2 games. I'll go back after the fact. Generally I review my streams and I mean, to be honest with you, and for those of you that stream and are kind of novices like me, I generally do this one day a week, every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, for a cheap plug. Friday night foreplay. Generally, we do Team PUBG and Team H1Z1. It took me probably a good year, honestly, to finally get my OBS settings to where I thought they maximized my computer's capabilities and my internet connection. I still have a little lag here and there, primarily with H1Z1. I don't have much issue when it comes to PUBG, but so it's a whole new thing here with YouTube. I see we're getting a little bit of lag. Sometimes my internet connection gives me a hiccup. It's like once an hour, once every 45 minutes, I get this little hiccup. And when I'm watching something, it'll buffer for just a second or two, or my screen will freeze on whatever it is that I'm watching, but the audio will continue to go through. And then it catches up. Or if I'm streaming, you know, there'll be some choppy parts, and then it's good for another 30, 45 minutes to an hour. So I just saw some choppy parts. Hopefully that is minor. I don't really know why I'd be having any issues today. I have thought about boosting my internet connection. I have 100 meg. I would think that would certainly be sufficient. But sometimes you get deals for, you know, 300 or 400 meg. So I've thought about that. I haven't done it. I don't stream enough to really garner paying extra. This is a hobby, so bottom line is I still want to put out quality for any person, you know, whether I have, you know, 5 or 10 or 15 viewers. I want to have a good quality stream. So, or if I have one viewer and I get one or two or three quite a bit. Well, we'll get a few more in this game. Do they actually have the leaderboards working for once? No, they do. And we got probably a hacker on top. Because it looks like the name is 61999. Probably a hacker with number 4. When it's just a gobbledygook of letters and numbers, probably number 5. That's because they keep getting kicked off of H1Z1. They keep getting banned, and then they just start a new account, and they just, because they know they're going to get banned again, why even try to come up with a name? They just type in a bunch of numbers and letters. So monthly kills. Looks like I'm ranked 85,000, probably out of 86,000 players. All right, well, let's see if we can fare a little bit better. Let's see if we can get on the leaderboard here with a couple kills. Okay, let's see if we can get on the leaderboard here with a kill. Singular. And again, as we are ready to drop my very first ever stream on YouTube. I think those of you that have stopped by today, very much appreciated. And let's see here. Somebody's going to beat me to the church. Well, let's go fall in the city. And hopefully we can find a vehicle down here. And I don't see anything immediately, so we are just going to turn and try to loot up a little bit. And I haven't started really grabbing the Magnum much. I think it's supposed to be the car killer again. I am not quite sure if that is indeed the case. Okay. Well, I haven't done this yet, so let's go ahead and take a quick peek. And luckily, we are right on the outskirts. So we shouldn't have too much trouble. But even though we shouldn't have too much trouble, we probably need to boogie. I mean, not having a vehicle has the one positive of not making as much noise, but I like having that rolling armor, have the car absorb a few shots, see where my opponent is located. In the last game, it really didn't help because somehow I got hit with a perfect two-tap as I was driving away and swaying, but that happens. And when you get in situations like this where there really isn't any, I mean, I've got a tree here and I'm running to a little rocky berm, as I like to call them, but it's difficult when you don't have cover. And the last game where I had a few opportunities to kind of wait on somebody that was getting pushed by the gas, they always had cover to run behind. And then you either wait them out and take damage from the gas and then make it a, you know, more of a 50-50 fight because you're being hurt by the gas as they are, and, you know, one or two bullets will take you out. Or you drive away and live to fight another day. Which is, of course, what I did. But against the marksman that I finally ran into, it really didn't matter. Okay, well, we are in the zone, but we're going to push forward here and see if we can find, well, primarily any kind of a vehicle. So let's hope here in the neighborhood we can find, at the very least, an ATV. that was me driving by, I would have been two tapped. Oh, we got the old body bag there. Okay, what? Didn't really think I had that much on my person that would prevent me from picking up a med kit. Okay, well, let's continue on here. Got to continue. Ah, gosh darn it. I'll tell you what. Okay, well, let's see here. I really need to continue to go southeast, so. Take a quick little peek here, make sure we're not being flanked. And of course we're going to get to run right out in the great wide open again. Oh man, and we have had the worst luck with vehicles. I mean, and I know some of the main spawn areas that, you know, would allow you to more times than not find a vehicle in that particular spot, but I mean, I don't play this enough to know all the areas, so, and if you can't fall and get a vehicle, you're at a major disadvantage, to say the least. I really need at least an ATV so bad right now. So bad do I need a vehicle. There's a Jeep. A truck down there. It's not there. And we're in the gas. Luckily, we don't have far to get out of it. Okay, well, we will... Oh my God. Well, we won't wait to bandage up because we're going to undergo a sure death here without a vehicle. And the way that I fall at the beginning of the game, I kind of drift and I scan the ground below for, vehicles, and that's generally where I want to fall. But I mean, I just am having a terrible time. I don't know if the amount of players on the map dictates how many vehicles spawn, or I'm just having some bad luck, which is probably the latter. Yeah, see, now we're to the point where where not even the med kit can keep me alive. And once I get out of this gas, the problem is it's going to I'm going to have to immediately run, and actually the way it's looking, I don't think I'm going to get out of the gas. Okay. So we're going to follow this time primary focus to get a vehicle. I'm not going to land on the ground until I see a vehicle behind me, or underneath me, I should say. Or behind me or in front of me, I don't give a damn where it is. And that was what I believe was my fourth game. Either the third or the fourth game. Oh my. due to the extremely lengthy lobby times here, this may be our final game. This takes a lot of the fun and the competitive drive out of playing when you know, have a confrontation. Well, I died by the gas, but generally you have a confrontation, you die, you get back in the lobby, you want to jump right back in there and get going. I don't mind waiting a minute or two, but when it's 5 minutes plus, then that's a problem. So let's see what we've got here. $75 players. Okay. Well, I want to thank again those of you that have stopped by and supported my very first YouTube live stream. Hopefully it has gone smooth in terms of the stream quality. Okay, so as promised, I'm not going to fall until I see a damn vehicle. Okay, so the hospital would be a good place, but I know obviously that's already overrun with people. Let's take a look at what we've got over here. Aha, and there we go. That's all I'm asking for. A good old truck. Okay. I don't think anybody fell in this location, but we'll be safe nonetheless. Okay, let's find a backpack here. Fanny pack will help us out. And we went right past the backpack. Okay. Let's move on. Well, plenty of tape as usual. We're struggling with the throwables. don't think I need any more tape. Good Lord. Okay. Well, there's an extra helmet, so we'll go ahead and make a quick body armor. And we're doing decent in terms of the map. But we could definitely use some throwables. That is for sure. Get some nice running shoes. And 18, to me, you really don't need any more than that. All right, well, you know what, let's see. I'll knock out this last tent and then hit the road. Hoping to find a throwable of any kind. And we got 3 tapes. That's already overload enough. Okay, well, and I don't think you can bust through these. I've tried it before. It stopped me dead in my tracks, so. Let us hit the road. Well, and in terms of this being the final game of the test stream, I certainly can't complain because I do have a vehicle. All right, so we are in the zone. Okay, and I had to check on something for about 30 seconds there. I come back and apparently somebody just happened to see me there and killed me. I hope that was a legitimate kill. I didn't see it. I'll review it later. But yeah, I mean, I've got a very low skill level in this game to begin with, but you know, when everybody seems to have such an easy time with the 2 taps, the overwhelming majority of these guys are just solid players that play this all the time. It just, you know, and then you've got your players that are enhanced, just like a competitive athlete that, you know, might be juiced or something else. You know, you can be enhanced just as much online. I mean, you run into that a lot too, and it just makes it not fun. It really does. In terms of this game, I think PUBG is a lot better. In terms of the competitive aspect, in terms of allowing everybody to have a competitive chance. You know, in the hacking, it's going to go on in any game, but I just think it's, and I'm not saying anybody in particular during this stream was doing anything that they shouldn't have been doing, but it happens quite a bit, and it just, you know, it's not even really worth talking about. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up, because it's not going to change anything. All it does is it continues players, or to have players leave the game, and we are left with what we've got now, which I don't even know why I still put time into this game, especially as a solo. I just wanted to test it today, but you know, I enjoy playing this with my team. Really, as a solo game, it's really not fun. And again, I finally found a vehicle. I mean, what are the odds that the second that I had to check on something, it took me literally 30 seconds, if that, I came back and I saw on the screen that I was dead. What are the odds? So, you know what, let's just kind of see here. Let's see how long it takes to get in one more, even though I thought the last one was going to be it for me. Maybe we'll do a straight down drop. And just try to go for some early kills and see how it goes. But, you know, I do, as I mentioned, the Friday night foreplay. We do either this or PUBG primarily as a team. We generally go from about 9 p.m. Eastern to about 2 a.m. Eastern time. So I might continue to do that on Twitch, and then on the YouTube side of things, maybe bring some solo gameplay. I do have something in mind, actually something that I've been wanting to purchase for a while. I just did purchase it, actually. Have not played it. So that could be something to start up on the YouTube side of things. And again, the one good thing when you're playing solo, it's just, you know, against the AI, at least there's no hacking going on. So your skill level is your skill level. If you win, you win. You die, you die. But it's really only up to you and you only. And I don't know how many people agree with me on this. At this point, it's impossible to do, so it doesn't even really warrant saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. If Daybreak Games was able to get their player base up into the 5 figures again, I think it would be so advantageous to have at least 2 solo queues. And what I mean by that is have one where your newcomers, your bronze level, your silver, your gold play in one match against each other, and then I don't really even know how the rankings go, but then your diamond, your platinum, your royalty, your master, they all have their own separate queue. Because when you're somebody like me with a full-time job and a family, and oh my god, I play solos maybe once a month, and I get dropped in there with, you know, master and royalty level, it's, again, I mean, I can get a kill every once in a while, but it's not worth my time. In terms of having any kind of fun, I'm just literally wasting my time. Because I'm, you know, just realistically, I'm not going to win. And that's the end game. You want to win. You know, it's not trying to get a kill. You know, but if I'm in there against guys like me, then I've got a chance. I can be competitive. It's fun. And if they did that now, you'd be playing matches against 10 other people, but you know, just things for, you know, maybe games in the future to consider. And when it's completely open, it really makes things difficult for newcomers and novices. I mean, God forbid if you're new, I don't know who would want to purchase this game now and start off new. I mean, you wouldn't have a prayer. Okay, well, we've got our highest player base of the day. We're up into the 80s. This will be my last game, no matter if I fall and instantly die, or we're playing for 30 minutes. Regardless, this is it. So fingers crossed. Thank you again for watching. I didn't expect to be a very big presence on YouTube, but I have had quite a few of you stop by today, so thank you very much for that. Okay. And let's drop on down to the neighborhood. And we have a truck or a Jeep. Terribly slow, but oh. Oh, you mean to tell me he didn't two-tap me from inside the vehicle? Well, we got a legitimate player over there. It's you know, I really don't want to drive away, to be honest with you. I'd like to engage this guy. Oh, let's see here. We got bullets flying from all over the place. Take a little bit higher ground here and see if we can spot any of these clowns. Oh, jeez. That guy's not taking that lightly. I ticked him off. Oh, and we are right on the edge. Well, I'm trying to play the smart way here, and come on. Beautiful play by that guy. Oh no, I don't have any med kits. Great. Oh, that is not good. Not good at all to not have a med kit. Come on now. What's going on? Why can't I use the med kit? I think my keys became unbound somehow. Okay. Well, we had some decent activity down here in the neighborhood. I really wasn't able to do any damage per se. And that guy that kind of crept over the berm and tore me up. Well, we were fortunate enough to find the one med kit. That's really not going to get the job done for us in the long run. So, at this point, just kind of checking my ammunition, make sure everything is loaded and topped off. So at this point, I think we need to forge on. Be safe and get in the safe zone. Well, while they're engaged, go ahead and go across the water here. Well, it's really interesting. So not only can I not hit, but I can't seem to get, obviously, a 2-tap. But it just seems so easy for everybody else. Not quite sure how that seems to work, but I must say it's very interesting nonetheless. Kidding me. Okay. Well, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Yeah. The name of the game, literally when you game, is to have fun. And I will say, and I push my guys on Friday night to play H1Z1 because it does allow a 5-man team. But the game is increasingly just not, it's increasingly becoming unfun, if that's a word. Too inconsistent. You know, just all around, just not enough players, not enough diversity, not allowed to play in a match with like players. Skill sets are all over the board. So thanks again for those of you that stopped by. I appreciate it. My first ever YouTube live stream. You know, if we come back on YouTube, which I probably will, it certainly won't be H1Z1. It will be a surprise game, a single-player game. But for the competitive aspect of things, probably PUBG this coming Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, live on Twitch. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you on Friday night. Have a great week, everybody.